Hello and welcome to this video. In this video, we'll learn how to create sports certificate for students. Here we have some examples of students participated in a particular sports event held at different places. So, if you see, for example, the first student, Rohin, participated in tennis and got second prize, which was held at KV Jalhali on 26 July 22. So, we'll create a certificate to give them of participation in these sports. So I have created one a template. Based on this template, we'll create the certificates for each of the students. Certificate of achievement. This certificate is awarded to here in this place. We'll get the student's name printed and for participating in whatever sports. Sports we'll pick from column C and the prize from D, held at and F in particular places. And when once it is done, then we can print out the certificate. So let's look how can we create macro to print certificates at once for all the students. Here in our example, we have 10, but there could be in a real scenario, there could be 100 or 200, whatever number. Then it will be easy for us to create certificates using a code. So let's go to code, Alt F11, and we'll get this screen. If you don't see the screen, you can just click on Insert and Module, you'll get this screen. So let's start our macro. We'll give some uh, subject to the macro. So I'll say generate certificate. Generate certificate. You can give any name. I give this name. Okay. Give some meaningful name so that it would be easy for us to recall what that macro means when we look at the name. Okay. So we'll declare few variables. A name is for declaring a variable in VBA. We'll give name. One variable will be a participant. The fields which we require. We require this sports on which they participated and price one. So I'll just give price and it was where it was held at. You can give anything. You can give venue, then date which it was held, and one more variable total number of people. To get the total number of people, what we'll do, we'll count the number of rows. How many rows are there? So that will give us the number of students. So in this case, 11th row till 11th row. Last candidate, last student. So we'll give a variable, say total row. Excuse me. So now we'll type sheets 1. Once you declare the variables, I'll go to sheets 1. Let the macro select the sheet 1. Then what it needs to do is range A1. Let's select A1. Select. Then from selection, go to the end of the row. This particular thing I have explained in previous videos. You can look at it if you have confusion, but this is very self-explanatory. It will select A1 and go to the last row here. It will come from here and will come down to the last cell. And after selecting, I'll pick the variable total. Total row will be my active cell row. In this case, row 11. So 11 will be my total rows. Now we'll give a loop to print, to get the certificate of each of the students. So I'll say I, again a variable, say 2. That is from second row. Since first is a header, so we don't want first. So I'll say from to total row. In this case, 11th row. So from second to 11th row, it will loop. Next, I. So it will loop from second, then goes on till the last one, that is 11th row. In between, we'll enter the code. What it needs to do. So participant will pick the values of a participant. Uh, let's look at where the participants are. So just we'll remember participants in B, sports in C, prize D, held at E, and F. So I'll just enter the data here. Participant, pick the participant from range B, and I is a variable. So first time it will be picked from B2, then B3, B4, B5 till B11. So value. So it will pick the participant value. So now I'll copy this and change the rest of the things. Copy. I want sports details to pick. So I'll give you a sports in C. So I just change this to C. Then all this we want price, palette, palette, and it. Okay. So price, palette, it. And this is from D. Price is in D. This is in E, and this is F. So it will pick all the details from sheet 1. Then we'll place it in a sheet 2. From sheet 2 is our template, the certificate. So I'll say sheet number 2. Select sheet 2, then update the fields. We'll see sheet 2 and we'll pick. Okay, so it needs to update the participant name in A4. So we'll remember A4 for actively participating in, so sports will come in C5, and securing uh, F5, the prize held at will be in B6, and on it's E6. So remember these fields. So we'll enter the values there in our code. So I'll say range. This is in sheet 2, A4, formula. What needs to be put in A4? It needs to put the value which picks from sheet 1 participant. Yeah. Sports, prize, held it, and date. Then C5 sports. It needs to update in C5, so I'll put C5 and it updates in F5 and B6, B6, E6, B6, E6, E6. And here we'll copy this one, sports, price, highlight, and here date, date. Okay. So once this updates, what we'll do, we'll copy the entire cell or entire certificate from A1 to it needs to come down. Yes. G13. So from A1 to G13, we need to copy. So we'll write that code. Range A1 to A13. Select, selection copy, sheet, and we need to add one sheet after okay, the active sheet. After the active sheet, that is our active sheet would be sheet 2. Okay, and with selection we'll copy paste special, and because we want the same font, same color, and same width. So for that we need to set this condition, the space special, and how it needs to paste. So we want it to be Excel paste column width, and say active sheet paste. Okay, and we'll again go to sheet 1. Once first student name is updated, Sheets 1, select. And it will pick the next student. Here we'll give sheet. This is 2, not S. Sheet 2, select. Okay. Now we'll run the macro and see how it gives us the result. I run this macro and it is running, updating the details, and we'll see in a minute, what is the outcome. And it has created the certificates. Let's see. If you look, it has created the certificate of achievement. The certificate is awarded to so and so, and you can see for all the students just created the certificate. So this way we can go ahead and do it. I hope you enjoyed this one. I hope you will try this out. Until next video, keep watching this. Bye from Saravanan.